first and second grade, it's good to see you. Hello, kindergarten, it's good to see you. Well, let's get started. Well, hello, first grade. We're back, and we're back with our song, Bounce High, Bounce Low. We've been looking at this song for a couple weeks, and you may remember that we were trying to introduce sounds that are high, sounds that are low, and sounds in the middle. If you look at my subtitle on this page, you'll see that we are introducing 3 steps today. So, mi, and la. You'll remember that all music is based on a musical scale shown by 7 different steps. Remember the ladder? And do you remember the unique thing about the 8th step, or the one above 7? You're right. If you said it's the same as the one at the very bottom. Both pitches are the same letter name. They're just an octave apart. All right, let's move to my song. I'm going to sing the song as you see my balls bouncing on the lines and spaces. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Do you suppose that you could sing that with me? Let me back up. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Do you see some balls that are showing high sounds, some that are showing low sounds, and some that are showing sounds in the middle? Maybe it would be easier to see on my ladder. There are my 7 steps. But remember, this song only uses 3 of them. Do you remember which 3? If you said steps 3, 5, and 6, you're exactly right. What would happen if I played my song on the steps of my ladder? Can you take a guess? Which step do you think our song begins on? Step 3, step 5, or step 6? Well, let me show you. Here it is. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Did that go by too fast? Well, we can do it again. Let's try it. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Well, which step did it start on? If you said step 5, you are correct. Step 5 actually has a different name. Singing numbers would be kind of confusing. So we give each of those steps a name. Step 5 is so. Step number 6 is la. And step 3 is called me. So if I were to start my song again, it would start on so. So, la, so, mi, So, so, la, la, so, mi. Maybe it would be easier to see here. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Or I can change my lyrics for those syllables. So, la, so, mi. So, so, la, la, so, mi. Well, I hope that hasn't confused you. That's a lot of things to think about. And I would like to turn to our fun sheet so that maybe you can understand it a little bit better. First off, the directions on my page say if so and me are line notes, then la is a space note in the space above so. In the first example that you see notes drawn in. Right here, this note is called so. So is on that middle line. Me is on the line below so, and la is on a space above so. So now your job in this blank spot right here, I need you to try and draw in these notes. La. Where can you look for some help? Well, you can look to the first example. Oh, there's la. It looks like this. So go ahead and draw la just like this one over here. You'll draw so above the word so and me above the word me. Now, look at the song Bounce High, Bounce Low in the box below the words or the lyrics. It says write the solfege pitches, so, mi, or la, that match the notes. There's a hint placed on the left side of the page to help you. Here's where the hint is. Oh, I wonder what M, S, and L mean. M is right beside this line. S is right beside this line. And L is right next to this space. So if I want to figure out where is my pitch for bounce, bounce, I could probably look over here and figure it out. And then write my answer in the blank. You'll go to the next one and then write your answer in the blank. And all the way through. I look forward to seeing the results of you completing this page. When you're done, won't you have someone at home snap a picture of it and send it to me in my email account? I'd love to see it. All right, it's time to move to another activity. Well, welcome friends to our movement activity for today. I'd like to do a quick little introduction to what we're going to be doing in this activity. While we're listening to music, I'm going to ask you to move in some different ways. If you look at our title slide right here, you'll notice that it says locomotor movement. There are going to be parts of our movement sequence today where you will be using locomotor movement. You might say, what is that? Well, locomotor movement is that kind of movement that causes your body to travel from one place to another. Notice the pictures on my slide. I see a girl leaping. I see some kids running, chasing each other. And I see someone else doing the crab walk. Those are some examples of locomotor movement. But as you can imagine, there are quite a few more. Here are a few more to get you thinking about locomotor movement. Think about these words. Are these words those kind of movements that you would describe that would cause you to move from one place to another? March, swim, walk, crawl, gallop, leap, tiptoe, creep, fly, hop, or skip. Yeah, these are some fresh ideas for you to use as we're doing our movement activity. But as you can imagine, there are other kinds of movements. These are called non-locomotor movements. They're the movements that occur in the body and causes that body to stay in one place. Notice the pictures on the screen. Ooh, I see, it looks like someone is doing push-ups. So push is a good non-locomotor movement. The girl in the middle is doing a twist. And the person on the very far right is bending. But I can imagine that there are other kinds of non-locomotor movement words. Here are some. Bend, twist, reach, bounce, climb, jiggle, sway. Take some time to explore your body movements and see what kinds of movements you can come up with where your feet will stay in one place. All right, let's get ready for our music. You will see here, there's a big, funny, long word there. It says Zarathustra fanfare. That is the name or the title of our piece of music today. It was composed by a man named Richard Strauss. And today you are going to hear the version that is performed by one of my favorite groups called the Canadian Brass. Now, you'll have to be patient because the introduction to this music starts very, very quietly. But get ready, because as soon as the music starts, I'm going to ask you to move in certain ways. All right, here we go. What did you think? It was a pretty short piece. Maybe you'll want to go back to the beginning of it and try it again using some different movements. Explore. Create. That's the fun part about music and the arts. Well, we should get to the rest of our lesson. Well, hello, first and second grade. We're back working with our book Courage by Bernard Weber. Do you remember that story? And do you remember what we did with it? I think we spelled the word courage using a diatonic scale, kind of like this. C-O-U-R-A-G-E, brave. Did you sing it with me? Good. Well, this week I'm going to challenge you to sing that while I'm doing something different. Try it again with me. Just spelling the word courage. Here we go. C-O-U-R-A-G-E, brave. How did you do? Great. Well, now I'd like to see you do the same thing, spelling courage, using that scale and singing it one step up every time. I'm going to add some different things. Are you ready? Here we go. Spell courage. Courageous, 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 brave. Did you do it? Great. So when we do our story again this week, this time I'll sing the spelling of courage the first time, and then I'll ask you to do it the second time while I add those words courage is. Are you ready to go? All right, let's try it. Courage by Bernard Weber. There are many kinds of courage. Awesome kinds and everyday kinds. Still, courage is courage, whatever kind. Courage is riding your bicycle for the first time without training wheels. C-O-U-R-A-G-E, brave. Courageous, 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 brave. Wheels. Courage is a spelling bee, and your word is superciliousness. Courage is 2 candy bars saving one for tomorrow. Courage is mealtime and desperately hoping it's not chunky chunks in real gravy again. Courage is nobody better pick on your little brother. Courage is it's your job to check out the night noises in the house. Courage is being the new kid on the block and saying flat out, "Hi, my name is Wayne. What's yours?" Courage is tasting the vegetable before making a face. C-O-U-R-A-G-E, brave. Courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is brave. Courage is not peeking at the last pages of your whodunit book to find out who did it. Courage is being the first to make up after an argument. Courage is deliberately stepping on sidewalk cracks. Courage is the bottom of the ninth, tie score, 2 outs, bases loaded, and your turn to bat. Courage is the juicy secret you promised never to tell. Courage is being sudsed and scrubbed by strangers. Courage is C-O-U-R-A-G-E, brave. Courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is brave. Courage is breaking bad habits. Courage is suddenly remembering a silly joke and trying not to giggle when everyone else is being especially serious. Courage is arriving much too early for a birthday party. Courage is sending a Valentine to someone you secretly admire and signing your real name. Courage is admiring, but not plucking. Courage is going to bed without a nightlight. Courage is deciding to have your hair cut. Courage is trying to cover up your mean, jealous side. Courage is a scenic car trip and being stuck in the middle during the best part. Courage is explained. C-O-U-R-A-G-E, brave. Courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is brave. Courage is explaining the rip in your brand new pants. Courage is going on it again. Courage is if you knew where there were some mountains, you would definitely climb them. Courage is exploring heights and depths. Courage is a blade of grass breaking through the icy snow. C-O-U-R-A-G-E, brave. Courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is brave. See snow. Courage is starting over. Courage is holding on to your dream. Courage is being a firefighter or a police officer. Courage is sometimes having to say goodbye. Courage is what we give to each other. C-O-U-R-A-G-E, brave. Courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is, courage is brave. Well, first and second grade friends, it's time for us to go. It's been fun, and I hope you've enjoyed our time together. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.